Now the second part of exercise is central training. The central training means it depends upon your heart. Heart is a muscular pumping organ situated in your chest. So this heart keeps pumping and it is able to pump the blood within the cavity into your entire body. When you do exercise, what happens is every organ and cell require more oxygen because the metabolism has increased. When the metabolism increases, all the organs and cells has to be supplied with more nutrition and oxygen. This could be done only by the heart by pumping more actively. In people who do regular exercise, the heart muscle becomes strengthened. So when the heart muscle becomes strengthened, when the heart can able to contract much with a higher force than before, it can able to disperse more volume of blood within the cavity into the periphery. When this efficacy increase, we call as a cardiac output. This cardiac output significantly raised in people with regular exercise training with moderate to extreme level. So when these people exercise, somehow the blood flow is increased by stronger contraction rather than in increasing in number of contractions. For example, if your heart is not strong enough, then what it does is to compensate for this increased requirement for oxygen throughout the body, it goes with an increased speed. This is called a pulse rate. So in people with central training effect because of regular exercise, the heart pumping rate or the pulse rate is lower and it able to achieve the higher blood flow throughout the body. But in people who doesn't have this exercise training centrally, then the heart rate it goes very fast. Now put these two concepts together. The central effect will make the heart to go slower even if you are doing higher exertion. So your heart rate is controlled because of the central training effect. The peripheral training effect makes sure your blood pressure doesn't shoot up. So you don't shoot your blood pressure to high level and you don't shoot your heart rate to the higher level when you are highly trained, so that you can able to do more exercise. Now, when compared to the periphery and central, there is another part of exercise which is less spoken about, and this is called synchronization. But this is also very important for an athlete or people who do regular exercise to achieve higher degree of exertion. So this synchronization, how it happens, it is a sync between your muscle which is in the periphery, not only in your leg, it can be in your abdomen or in your upper limb. It's syncing with your heart muscle contraction. When this syncs happen, the synchronization happens, then your exertion can be easy without much effort being put in your blood pressure or your pulse rate. Now how the sync is achieved? So people who do regular exercise, when you do let's assume you're running, your muscle contracts. When your muscle contracts, it squeezes the blood vessels, so the blood is flowed into the circulation with a higher pressure and velocity. When this muscle contract, your heart muscle would be in the relaxation stage. And when the heart muscle is contracting, your muscle in the periphery and other part will relax. What happens is, when there is a relaxation, it dilates your vessel. When your vessels are dilated, heart is able to pump easily into the dilated vessel across your body. So this helps the heart to preserve the energy. So when the heart and your muscle are in the synchronization, the heart is able to preserve energy. And also, it's an interesting fact, when the heart contracts, it supplies blood supply to all part of your body. But the heart itself gets very less blood supply during this process. The reason is the heart muscle is thick. When it contracts, the blood vessel within this muscle is also squeezed. So the blood flow to the heart muscle is very limited. Only around 20 to 30% it gets a blood supply. But when the heart relaxes, it gets a maximum blood supply. So during this synchronization, when your muscle in the lower limb contracts, it also increases the blood flow to the heart muscle. So this synchronization will help the athletes to achieve higher exercise tolerance. As an example, if you think, the people who are trained to do marathon running, long distance running, around they can able to run 40 to 50 kilometers, while untrained person cannot even complete 2 to 3 kilometers. The reason is, these people have to achieve all three parts of exercise: the central training effect, the peripheral training effect, and the synchronization. So all these things contribute to the patient or to the subject who are doing exercise as a prevention to reach higher exercise capability. The problem is, as initially I said, for 40,000 years our gene has not changed, but our civilization has changed, and the way we live, the lifestyle has significantly changed. We call it as a Western lifestyle. So our capability to exercise, it keeps on coming down. Initially from 45 minutes, they talk about 20 minutes. So average person don't even walk around 15 to 20 minutes a day. That is a reality. So when you put these people into sudden exertion, they will not be able to do the exercise which suit their capability. So even if you push them to do exercise, they are not able to do it because of the limitation. The central training effect is not there, peripheral training effect is not there, and synchronization is not there. Now, because we in 20th century, for everything there is a technology, do we have a technology to do all these things without doing exercise? It is a very important thing to ask, because it's not for people who are healthy, but if people who have disease, can we able to do? That is how this EECP treatment has been invented and has been employed for people who cannot do exercise. But now this EECP can have a significant effect on people who want to do it as a preventive or for wellness. How it acts is, EECP is the only technology currently available which can able to achieve both the peripheral training, central training, and synchronization. Let's see how EECP can achieve all these three things.